Hi, I'm Scott Mueller of Mueller Memorial, and what makes our funeral home different from any and every other funeral home or cremation provider out there? I'm going to tell you about our big three. No other funeral home has even two of these, let alone all three of them. Number one, every decision I make here with regards to capital improvements and what I'm going to do to the funeral home to fix it up or to keep it fresh are all done through the eyes of making sure that it is a positive experience for the family that comes here and the friends that come to visit them during the service. I make sure that the decor is fresh, that the furniture is up to date, that everything looks great, and honestly, the greatest compliment we can get is that this doesn't look like a funeral home, doesn't feel like a funeral home. That's number one. Number two is the acute loss period. The acute loss period is 10 to 12 days after the death. That is a time at which it takes for the brain to fully understand that the death is permanent, and then grief sets in. It isn't grief, death, and then grief. It's grief and then this period. This is how I explain it. If my leg were to be amputated, I could look down and have visual confirmation that my leg is gone, yet my brain would get signals that my toes itch. It's called phantom pain. It's how the brain handles loss. This is what happens when somebody dies too. So if it handles loss like that, think about how long it takes for the brain to fully realize that this is permanent. Our funeral directors know how to navigate you during that time, during the acute loss period. And then number three is our secret sauce. It is Grief Compass. Grief Compass is a program that we have authored. It is ours exclusively, and it has been well researched, and it follows a family for 52 weeks after the death. It will provide just a little bit of help because everybody needs that from time to time during that first year of adjustment. And we have all three here. Now, let me talk about the first one again. The first one is about our facilities. This is our 10-year anniversary of our bar at White Bear Lake. 10 years ago, I decided to remodel White Bear, and I put quite a bit of money into it and expanded it about 1,700 square feet. We put in all new bathrooms, a new all-purpose room with all windows in it, and a bar. Years ago, when I started work for my dad, one of the first things that I would do at the end of the night was to go down to the smoking lounge. Yes, we had smoking lounges. Was to go down to the smoking lounge and clean out all the bottles that had been smuggled in. Back then, visitations ran from 3 to 9 and many times went for 2 nights in a row. Now, it's a shorter, more compressed time, but I can almost read people when they come in. It's like they look at each other and say, listen, we're gonna go in, we're gonna sign the book, we're gonna say hello, and then we're gonna get the heck out. But when we have a bar there, and usually it's beer and wine, when we have a bar there and somebody gets a drink in their hands, they kind of know what to do with that. That is a social situation. And so it puts them more at ease and allows them to spend more time when they are telling stories about the person or interacting with the family. I can tell you that whenever we have a bar, it's not because of the liquor, it's because of the sociability that comes from walking around with a drink in your hands, whether it's alcoholic or not. Whenever we have a bar, both the family walks out of there happier at the end of the night, and so does the people that are visiting that family. Now, it's not because they have a buzz, because we don't have a bar going on that long. It is because they spent time and really got to talk with this family. That's what that period of visitation is really all about. And so we're celebrating that, certainly the first in Minnesota, which is not unusual for us because we like to be on the front end of that. In addition to that, the plants that I have outside are planted by our friends at Costa Greenhouse. They come over here and know what grows in the shade, what grows in the sun, and we have a great guy who takes care of our yard and keeps that looking fresh and nice. In fact, there's music played outside so that before you even walk into the building, you get to kind of feel the atmosphere. And then when you walk in, most people's reaction is, hey, this doesn't look like a funeral home. That's the reaction we want people to have. So our facilities are well designed to be as comfy and as inviting as they can be. And especially when we have catering with food or the bar service. Now we can do a full bar, we can do beer and wine, but there isn't a time where we don't use the bar. We may not use it for alcoholic drinks, but we always have coffee, decaf, water, and lemonade. And so we are always looking after the hospitality of the family who comes and the friends who visit them. That's very important to us. One of the things that we're really, really proud of, is so proud of it, we've got it on the wall at both of our locations, is our thank you wall. This is just one side of it right here. And at both funeral homes, you will see this. These are people that have taken the time to write a thank you note to us. We love the fact that people go out of their way to praise their funeral director that they've dealt with or the staff that they've interacted with. This is the kind of commitment that we have. In addition to that, if you ever check Google reviews, which I do, there's very little that I buy where I don't check Google reviews to see what other people say about this product. Our Google reviews, Facebook and Yelp, all combined, are more than any of our competitors combined. And we get a very strong rating, 4.9 stars on any one of those platforms. We're very proud of that. All of our staff is all in with a family, and they are taking care of that family not only during the time of that acute loss period, but afterwards as well. So our facilities are maintained in a way that they are inviting and comfortable and familiar to people that come here. Our funeral directors understand that acute loss period that helps to guide that family during that time because we are right there with them. And then after that time, when the onset of grief comes in, our Grief Compass program kicks in, and that's in for 52 weeks after that. In addition to that, we stay in contact with families through a myriad of different things. We've got a newsletter that goes out 4 times a year. We've got other events that we sponsor or that we have at the funeral home that in order to really engage our community. Because once you become a family that we care for you. Thanks for trusting us. Thanks for allowing us to do what we do, because we are here for the community and we are here to really improve the level of funeral and cremation care in the Twin Cities.